This month we will be making a junk journal to trade for Defember. I will link the video in the description of how I make the complete journal. Today we'll go over supplies and what I used for making the journal. I will be adding my monthly nomenclature to this month and the rest of the year because we are moving into a tiny house and I'm trying to get organized on what I will be packing to take and what will get put into storage. I may not find these pieces again. I feel packing is going to be easier since I've been trying to get more organized. My thoughts, if you say it out loud, you're more committed to do it, has been working. Hi everyone, Patty here. First I like to put the month on my generic monthly calendar. Add the days of the week and number my monthly. As I said, I'm going to add November and December also, so I don't lose the pieces during my move. I will only have limited space in my intern place, and I will have to be very selective in what will fit in our tiny house while our place sells and we find a new place. I try to plan out my steps in this move. I will be doing Defember with Louisa Heinzel and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. If you haven't followed their Defember's videos, you need to go check that out. I'm thinking about what supplies will I need? What colors will I go in? Do I want lace? Will my trade journal have lace already in it? Lots of questions, and trying to plan how to get this all together is going to be fun. I have lots of space in my journal to add more collaging and more things to it. My planner and my tracker's looking good. It's got some hidden notes behind my door. This is one of the journals that I sent out to my trade partner. I did a complete video on making this journal, and I will list it in the description. I go through my selection of pieces and my thought for putting it together, but to see the completed flip-through, go check out the video. I love rusty papers, and I have a digital packet of some of my favorite rust pages in my Etsy shop. This piece I want to use to make a hinged door like we did in the Plan With Me September video. We have to have sacks and envelopes in our journal. This envelope is made with handmade paper. A few long envelopes that will be fun to decorate and use as pockets in our journal. Some more of my decorated handmade papers. I make my own ink with flowers and leaves from the garden, and then I use the flowers and leaves in the dyeing of the paper. When making ink, you get a wonderful coffee filter that is stained with gorgeous colors that are just perfect for collaging. More eco-dyed pages with leaves. These are originals. Lots of rust-dyed papers. I need 4 signatures in this journal with 4 pages, plus I will add sacks and envelopes, so a total of 6 pages per signature. My digitals are printed on one side, so I add stencils to the back side. And I like to use a light color of distress ink so you can journal over the stencil. A few stamps down the sides of the pages add interest. Plenty of original pieces will go in this journal. I'm also a member of the Digital Collage Club, and I printed out the natural grunge background pages. These are right up my style. You can get the code and discount from Barbara at 49 Dragonflies for the Digital Collage Club. I became a lifetime member and can download anything and use it in my journals and sell them. I printed these out on one side and put 2 of them together by sewing them and made them into pockets for the journal. I need 8 pages to make a page in each signature. I use a hole punch to add a little half circle to the side of the page so you will know that it is a pocket. I must cut off the white border around the edges. I never have figured out how to print borderless with my printer. I wait to cut the edge off after I've sewn the pages together. That way I can make sure I get all of the white cut off from both pages before I add the half circle cut out on the page. You could cut half a circle out of both pages or just one page. On this page, I only cut it on one of the pages. I don't show it on camera, but don't forget to ink around your edges. I think that adds a nice vintage look to all of your papers. I use either vintage photo or walnut stain for distressing the edges. My cutter is a Tim Holtz that cuts a deckled edge. This adds a nice vintage look to the pages. I just can't cut the full 11-inch side of the page, so I have to fold the page in half to be able to cut off the white border on the long side of the page. I do the same process to the other sheets to make pockets for each signature. I have these doors that I made last year in December that we traded, and I made extra, and I plan to use them on this journal cover. I think my trade partner can add something behind the doors about December and anything else that she would like to. I want to make a blue jean cover, and I looked for a piece in my stash that will be at least 9 inches wide by 14 inches long. I always use Tyvek in my journals. This adds a durability to the cover as it doesn't rip or tear, plus it gives a nice sound to the cover. I'm ready to send my journal off to trade. Now I'm going to get a few things packed. I have these small boxes to use for books and magazines. I like to have the same thing in the box and not put 3 different items together and not know where anything is. But I also can't lift a bigger box full of books, so this size worked good. Maybe even a little smaller would work, because these became very heavy packed with books. I want all of the journals that I have on top of these shelves to go into a box, as I won't need them while I'm in my tiny house. I have them only for decoration in my craft room. I label each box with each item put inside and each room it will be put into when I get my new place. I did save out a couple of books that I may need for collaging for December. Again, labeling the contents of each box, I find the better marked, the easier it is to find items in the storage unit when everything is packed away. We're storing everything in a Connex box that is located on my daughter's property. I have never used a Connex box before, so we will see how things weather. Connex boxes are designed to be sturdy and rust-resistant and to withstand the harsh conditions of long journeys. They are used to transport goods by ship, train, or truck. They're used for a variety of purpose. The one she has is 40 foot long by 9 feet high. I don't think I'll put any wax candles or maybe even my stamps in the Connex box, as it is watertight, but I can only imagine that it will get cold or hot depending on the time of the year. We're going to be heading into winter, so whatever I pack needs to be able to withstand some cold temperatures. The pups and I are checking out our new abode and how we might arrange everything in here. I have about 200 square feet to live in with my husband, 2 dogs, 1 cat, and all of my crafting supplies. Yep, this is going to be very challenging. Next month I will do a video showing how everything fits and how we're going to make this work. I can only hope our place sells fast and we find a new place in a timely manner. Life can be crazy. My gratitude this month? It's all about family and friends. Thanks for watching. See you next month.